The Most-High God has created medicines from the earth. He who is wise would not abhor them. And that's why we're so fat and sick, especially the church of Satan. They abhor the medicine foods of God. We don't recognize our true medicine because we are completely detached from our source of healing. We're detached from nature. We're destroyers of nature. We're the most destructive. We don't live within the circle of life. We destroy the circle of life. We are a monstrous vampire parasitic species upon this planet, the human race, with all of its 1,000 different ethnicities. And we are all united under the genocide and the Holocaust of this planet. And swift destruction and a complete reset is coming because it can't continue like this. And it won't. It won't. Antibiotic resistant / viruses that are very extremely deadly are going to come. It's going to kill white people out by the billions. A great reset is coming, family. And if you want to be protected by the Most High God, as stated in the book of Psalms, chapter 91, which I've done full-length sermons on Psalms 91 and the power contained in that chapter, then you had better get on the life train. You better get on the side of the God of life and health, because destruction is coming upon the wicked, the destroyers of nature, the murderers, the vampires. Their day of reckoning is coming because it can't continue at this pace. God not going to let the whole planet be barren because of the actions of these vampires. You mark my words, family. So get your immune system together and get ready. Get your spiritual life together. Give to the poor. Give your tithes and offerings so you can be under the full protection of the Lord. Four fruits that help reduce colon cancer risk. Colon cancer is on the rise in young folk. Got young folk dying of colon cancer. Colon cancer is a fiber deficiency disease. That's why I'm so strict about fiber. At the Health Reformation Church of Jesus Christ of Nazarene, we teach that it's a sin to eat anything that does not have fiber. And that includes what you drink, which is why what you drink, you want to replace that spring water. You want to replace that with the real water, which comes right from the fruits. Yeah, freshly squeezed. Get you a juicer and freshly squeeze your water right from the fruit. That's called H3O2. Talk about this in great detail. Eat your fruits, use your vegetables, take your herbs. Okay, we got a lot of stupid people. They just want to come on my channel when I'm talking about these dumb celebrities and whining and crying. There was some brother named John Lee who pretended like for a while he was with this ministry. Social media is so fake. And all he watching is these celebrity videos. I do more than celebrity videos. I do those stupid celebrity videos because you all worship those idiots. But if you look at the crux of my channel, the basis and foundation of this channel is teaching you how to get rid of your food addiction, your satanic food addiction, how to cleanse your body of the demonic parasitic infection that has sabotaged your brain. I have a 12-part series on overcoming addiction. 12 parts. Brothers and sisters, we have our sanitary pads drive on Friday. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice, if you are enjoying this video, if you enjoy this ministry, if I am a blessing to your life and to the life of your family, then please do the right thing as the Holy Scriptures. The true religion of the Most High God is living a life of service, not being selfish, rising above what you're going through. And I don't believe that there is a sister who is listening to my voice right now. If you are, let me know in the comment section and we'll help you immediately. That if your poverty is so bad that during your menstrual cycle, you can't even afford pads. I don't think that's the case. Well, this is a major issue in third world countries for our black girls. I mean, a major issue. This issue is so big that a lot of our girls will prostitute themselves for pads. That's how much, if you look at what the world makes per day in US dollars, you would never in your life claim that you are struggling. You would never in your life claim. So that's the situation we have, and we meet this community demand. The second Friday of every month, we go into poor areas, poor schools. We buy over 1,000 pads, but our pads are organic. We're the only ministry that does that. We buy over 1,000 organic pads, and we go to poor areas with our girls, and we pass them out for absolutely free. And we need your tithes and your offerings and your seed of life. We need us all to step up to the plate. The initiative to do our initiatives, the total cost of our initiatives is a $5,000 budget. Today and tomorrow, it is critical that we have all the funds so that we have a successful initiative, and that every girl who shows up, we can give them the pass that they need and then have enough to leave behind for the community. Amen. Please don't be selfish. Please don't be a leech. Proverbs 28:27. You'll never have financial blessings. You'll never have the healing and the protection of the Lord if you do not commit your life to serving and giving to those in need. Cash App $ Minister of Wellness. Cash App $ Minister of Wellness. We're in desperate need of your hundreds, your 500s, your thousands. We need Seed of Life sponsors for our sanitary, our organic. That's very important to make that distinction. Sanitary pad drive for our girls. Zelle is on the screen. theministerofwellness.com/give. theministerofwellness.com/give. We do give receipts for tax purposes for all who request at the end of the year. That is not an issue, but that should not be the driving force behind you helping a girl to not have to be tempted to prostitute themselves or drop out of school because they can't even afford proper pads. And of course, we are the Minister of Wellness Ministries, so we want them to have the top-notch quality. That's why our drives cost much more. Let's work together. Let's be a blessing so that you can feel the peace and the joy of the Lord. See, people don't never talk about that. And how to eat to live so you are protected from the deadly disease. Come out from among her, my people, so you be not partakers of her plagues, of her diseases. Come out from among the church of Satan. And you don't have to suffer from colon cancer like your family, friends, and loved ones. 100,000 Americans every single year dead from colon cancer. Third most common cancer. So let's talk about 4 fruits that will help prevent colon cancer. Number 1 is watermelon. Watermelon is a hydrative fruit. It works like a high-powered water hose where it goes in and it just sweeps through the body. Cleans those cells out, that H3O2. You can do a watermelon fast. If you're sick, you need a fruit fast. You can watermelon fast, and you can drink a gallon of freshly squeezed, not store-bought, no sugar, freshly squeezed watermelon water. It's excellent. They call it juice, but it's really water. That's why they call it watermelon. And it reduced your colon cancer by 26%. And it contains lycopene, an antioxidant that protects against cell damage. Very powerful. And thankfully, still here in Africa, they still have the watermelon with the seed in it. Then you have apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I drink apple juice, freshly squeezed apple juice. Again, it's really water, H3O2, because I know how powerful apples are. Apples are packed with gut-healthy fiber, and a higher intake of the fruit can reduce colon cancer risk by 25%. So watermelon, 26%, apples, 25%. That's already a 50+% reduction in colon cancer from apples and watermelon. Apples contain a medicine called polyphenols. These are God's medicines, God's foods. And they have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. God created medicines from the soil. And look into seeing if you can grow your own apples. And that apple skin is powerful. That's why it's important to purchase your apples organic. But I drink. My go-to freshly squeezed water is cucumber, which is a fruit, a melon, actually, and then apple. And that's my go-to. Kiwis give you a 13% reduction in colorectal cancer because of the fiber and rich in vitamin C, which supports your immune system, heart health, and skin health. 13%. Eating a variety of citrus fruits, number 4, like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes, and tangerines can be a key factor to lowering the risk of colon cancer. With data showing a higher intake of these fruits may reduce risk by 9%. Citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C, an antioxidant that can neutralize free radicals, potentially reducing DNA damage. Citrus fruits also contain flavonoids, a class of polyphenols that can aid healthy aging, fight inflammation, and reduce cancer risk. None of these medicines are found in dead animal flesh, including fish or chicken. If you want more information, the links are in the description box, family. I've covered all of this. I've covered that Bible from Genesis to Revelations. There's absolutely no authorization to put dead animal flesh in your mouth. That's only your vampire spirit, your bloodthirst and your vampire spirit. Okay, and that is the spirit that rules the day, that vampire Dracula spirit. That's really the God that they worship in these churches. They don't worship the Most-High God of Jesus. They worship Dracula. So pump your body with those fruits, the medicine foods of God, that God's nature, God's creation is our only hope, our only source of healing. I have everything you need for your essential supplement needs at theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. My online store is so important because not only does it give you what you need for your health, and my supplements are high quality, my supplements are potent because I'm very careful with putting my name on a supplement. So I vouch for the Minister of Wellness name brand supplements. However, here's something important to consider. My supplements are not only more expensive than others because of the quality and the potency, which is important, but brothers and sisters, I am proud to be able to state to you that 90% of all profits that come through you purchasing the Minister of Wellness books, vitamins, minerals, sea moss, goes into our missionary initiatives. So when you choose to support the online store at the retail cost without waiting for a sale, you're not only helping yourself, but you are still helping the poor. That's the beauty. That's the spiritual blessing of supporting the ministerofwellness.com online store. The ministerofwellness.com, the ministerofwellness.com. Help yourself and help the poor by making a decision to purchase the Minister of Wellness products at the full retail cost.